Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 112th running of the National Western Stock Show and the championship drive of the Market Lambs. As you know, it takes a lot of people to make this work. So before we get started, we would like to give some recognition to those folks that work behind the scenes. First of all, the board of directors for the 2017-2018 National Western Stock Show. Pat Grant, chairman of the board. Doug Jones is the vice chairman. Paul Andrews is president and CEO. Sue Anjou Rogers is the first vice president. Buck Hutchinson, second vice president. Mark Gustafson, secretary. Terrence Carroll, the treasurer. Peter Coors, chairman of Capital Campaign. Justin Cumming is a member. Don Elliman. Brooke Fox. Dr. Tony Frank. Gail Clapper. Guy McIndeffer. Barth Witham, and Ron Williams are all members. Also, the Executive Livestock Committee, Justin Cummings, the chairman, Mark Anderson, Randy Block, Thomas Bradbury, Joey Friend, are you here? Joey Friend, Corinne Hummel, Guy McIndeffer, and Donald Norgren. Also, folks, and I know these folks are here, want to introduce the people behind the scenes that make everything work. As far as the junior show, Marshall Ernst is right over here to my right. Aaron Dorsey, carrying all the bags. And Clancy Anderson. Where'd Clancy go? There she is. Thanks, Clancy. Also, the sale committee, which is the one that is most important to these kids right now. Sale committee, Buck Hutchinson is here. Rita Carey, Bob Haycoop, Martin Hummel, and Don Thorne. Thank you very much. I also want to take a minute to introduce our royalty, the queens that are here for this evening. Jessie Cornforth, Miss Rodeo, Oregon. Where are the ladies at? There we go. There's Jessie. Ariel Hunt, Miss Rodeo, Alaska. Beth Snyder, Miss Rodeo, Washington. Taylor Spears, Miss Rodeo, Oklahoma. Kristen Comesser, Miss Rodeo, Nebraska. Sorry about that, Kristen. Michaela Delmont, Miss Rodeo, Kansas. And Ashley Bauer, Miss Rodeo, Missouri. At this time, I'd like to bring the showmanship kids out for some recognition. Senior showman that's here is Reagan Thurman from Bryan, Texas. Delaney McLean was the other senior winner. She's from Temple, Texas. She's on her way home. In the intermediate division, your champion was Bailey Amstutz from Richmond, Ohio, and the reserve was Aspen Martin from Mason, Texas. In the junior division, champion Connor Anthony from McLeod, Oklahoma, and your reserve champion was Hudson Franklin from Shallowater, Texas. Before we go any farther, I want to introduce our judge that was with us all day long, Caleb Boardman from Laramie, Wyoming. He's the judging coach at the Wyoming University. Did an amazing job. 549 lambs today, folks, the largest that we've had in National Western history, and he did a great job sorting through them. So give him a round of applause. Caleb Boardman from Laramie, Wyoming. Now to our champion drive. We will start with our champions. Champions will be first. Champions of the South Down Division, Kayla Becker from Berthoud, Colorado. Dorset. Champion from the Dorset Division, Cal Sidwell from Gill, Colorado. Champion lightweight blackface, Mason Smith from Elk City, Oklahoma. Champion medium weight blackface, Mackenzie Goggin from McLeod, Oklahoma. Champion medium heavyweight is Cash Rye from Estancia, New Mexico. Your champion heavyweight blackface goes to Carly Winfrey from Seminole, Texas. And your champion speckled went to Hudson Franklin from Shallowater, Texas. Now for the reserve champions. In each division, the reserve South Down, Mr. Cade Simpson from Alt, Colorado. Your reserve Dorset, Mr. Lane Stanton from Noblesville, Indiana. Your reserve lightweight blackface, Cash Ree from Estancia, New Mexico. Your reserve champion medium weight blackface, Bailey Amstutz from Richmond, Ohio. Champion medium heavyweight from Alt, Missouri, Alt, Colorado, Caitlin Anderson. And your reserve champion heavy blackface goes to Peyton Stewart from Granger, Iowa. And our reserve champion speckled face goes to Anna Vetter from Bennett, Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, there's your championship drive for the 2017-2018 Market Lamb Show. 549 shown. Give them a big round of applause, folks. They worked hard. And now we'll turn it over to Caleb Boardman to make his selection of Grand and Reserve Grand overall Market Lamb for 2017-2018. Test 1, 2.
Well, what a humbling experience it's been today, and so much fun for me to get through, and it just accentuates it here out on the green carpet and the bright lights. If it doesn't give these young people chills and just get their blood running, it certainly does mine, and just the quality we've seen throughout the day is outstanding. I think the set of sheep we've looked at has been outstanding. If you would, first and foremost, give each and every one of the exhibitors that walked through that ring over there today a big round of applause. 540-some sheep is a lot to go throughout the day, and we tried to be as efficient as we could, but I wanted to give every single person a fair shake that walked through the ring, and I wanted to make sure and give every single person, whether they were first or last, if they would have shook out there, placing them all the way down, as many looks as I could in a timely manner to be able to get through. Wish we could have visited with every individual. We tried to visit with as many of them as we could through there, and I thought it was just an outstanding set of sheep, top to bottom all day long, and I couldn't have been happier with our champion lineup as we get them back out here. Just a few thank yous on my side of things. I'd like to thank Marshall Ernst, Clancy Anderson, Aaron Dorsey in charge of the livestock office there and running the show here, for inviting me down and having me here. Put our hands together for them one more time and the outstanding shows they run for 2 solid weeks. As far as the sheep show goes, we had a lot of excellent help from Jared and everyone out in the ring that helped me, and Mike on the microphone all day with a voice that's easy and fun to listen to Marlon and Lou, our superintendents, and everyone else that's helped. If you would, please put your hands together for our superintendents and everyone that's been along and helped, and everyone that takes a lot of people to run this show. I'm not going to give a great big long speech. Just what I'm going to tell you is that young people all day long, what I would encourage is just to keep your head up and keep working hard. It's so encouraging to see how many good faces come through there, and just the excitement that they have to have in that ring, and the work ethic that every single person had. Everyone will say it, but it is could not be any more true that the best generation of this generation is coming from the livestock industry. These will be our next lawyers, doctors, leaders, community service leaders, teachers, educators, right here because of the work, the dedication, and just the dedication that they put in. And so I commend each and every one of you. In one of the interviews that I had that they sent and I got to fill out here, they asked, what's your greatest memory of sorting a show or favorite show to go to. Young people, everyone that stepped into that ring right over there has done something that I have never done in my life, and that show a sheep or any animal at a national show. I would never had that opportunity. That does not mean, whatever you do in life, do not think you have to go through with the right kind of hard work, dedication, and integrity. You can get to wherever you want to go, and I certainly had an advantage. Grew up with a dad as a judging coach that taught me to love livestock, to love educating people, but more importantly, and I hope this is part of the reason I was asked to judge this show, is what integrity meant, and to treat everyone equally and the same, and it didn't matter what face was on the front of the sheep, to just sort the sheep the way they were. That's my goal all day long. Every time I step into the ring, I don't care who's on the front, I don't care where it came from, I'm going to pick them the way I like them, I'm going to pick them that are unique, and that's the way I did. So kids, each and every one of you, keep the right kind of mindset, keep working hard, more importantly, keep integrity up at the highest priority, and the sky is the limit on what you can do. National Western Stock Show, it's been a lot of fun, a lot of really good sheep. Thanks for having me. I'll look one more time and select a grand champion.
The 2017-2018 Grand Champion Lamb goes to Mackenzie Goggin from McLeod, Oklahoma. And your reserve champion comes out of the same class, and that's Bailey Amstutz from Richmond, Ohio. Give them all a big round of applause, folks. They worked hard. They did a great job. Congratulations.